Good afternoon, this is Coach Jackson, and I'm going to read you a story called There is a Bird on Your Head. This is another Elephant and Piggie book written by Mo Willems. There's a bird on your head, Piggie said to Gerald. Gerald and Piggie are just sitting down in the park. Soon a bird starts to fly down toward their head. The bird lands on Gerald's head. Piggie! Piggie jumps as Gerald cries out. Is something on my head? Gerald says to Piggie. Yes, Piggie says back. There's a bird on your head, Piggie says to Gerald. There's a bird on my head? Gerald asks. Ah! Gerald jumps up and runs as the bird flies off his head. Piggie just stands and watches. Is there a bird on my head now? Gerald asks Piggie. No, Piggie says. Now, there are two birds on your head, Piggie says to Gerald. Gerald just looks at Piggie. What are two birds doing on my head? Gerald cries out. They are in love, Piggie says. Gerald looks at him a little bit weird. The birds on my head are in love? Gerald asks Piggie. They are lovebirds, Piggie says, as one of the birds flies off his head, and the other tweets at him. Lovebirds, Gerald says, putting his hand on his hip. How do you know they are lovebirds? He asks Piggie. They are making nests. Wait, two birds are making nests on my head? Gerald cries out. Why would two birds make a nest on my head? Gerald asks. I'm afraid to ask, Gerald says to Piggie. Do I have an egg on my head? Gerald asks. Piggie stands up on his nose and he looks down at his nest. Stands on his trunk and looks down in the nest to see if there's any eggs. One egg? Two eggs? Piggie says. Three! You have 3 eggs on your head, Piggie tells Gerald. I don't want 3 eggs on my head. Then I have great news for you, Piggie says to Gerald. The eggs are gone. The eggs are hatching, Piggie says to Gerald as the eggs begin to hatch on top of his head. Hatching? The eggs on my head are hatching, Gerald cries out. Cheep, cheep, cheep. They have hatched, Piggie says to Gerald. Now I have 3 baby chicks on my head, Gerald says, putting his hands on his hips. And 2 birds and a nest, Piggie tells Gerald. I do not want 3 baby chicks, 2 birds, and a nest on my head. Well, where do you want them? Piggie asks. Somewhere else, Gerald cries out as the birds Nest and Piggie all bounce away from him. Why not ask them to go somewhere else, Piggie suggests. Ask them? Gerald asks, thinking for a moment. Ask them, Piggie says. Okay, I will try asking. Excuse me, birds. Will you please go somewhere else? No problem, the bird said back. It worked, Gerald thought. And the birds picked up their nest and they flew off into the sky. Now, there are no birds on my head, Gerald felt around. Thank you, Piggie. Thank you very much, Gerald said to Piggie. You're welcome, Piggie says to Gerald sarcastically as the birds, nest, and chicks land on his head. And that is the end of There's a Bird on Your Head, written by Mo Willems. This is an Elephant and Piggie book. Have a great day.